and welcome back to Uzak's News on Uzreport TV channel. Today in our edition you can get acquainted with the latest exchange news as well as with the exchange market of propane for the first quarter of 2023. At the beginning of our program, we traditionally offer you the results of trades on all trading platforms of Uzak's market and definitely the price dynamics of the top commodity positions. These were the main indicators of Uzak's exchange over the past week. Now let's dwell into the latest exchange news. On March 31st, 2023, the National Association of Investment Institutions of the Republic of Uzbekistan held an award ceremony for the winners in the contest The Best in the Capital Market of Uzbekistan following the results of 2022. According to the results of the competition, joint stock company Uzbek Commodity Exchange won in the nomination Best Corporate Governance in 2022. Effective corporate governance of the exchange ensures a balance between managers and shareholders, optimizes business processes, increases the transparency of the company's activities, and also contributes to the stable and sustainable development of the company. Another convenience has been introduced in the electronic trading system of the state procurement exchange harid.uzaks.uz. In particular, now the territorial branches of the state customers belonging to the category of large taxpayers can take part in public procurement using an electronic digital signature key. To do this, the state customer gives permission to its regional branches to participate in public procurement by providing a copy of the electronic digital signature key through a power of attorney at the Public Services Center. We're moving to a separate segment of the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. In particular, we'll consider the exchange market of propane for the first quarter of 2023. Generally, during the period under review, a balance is observed in this exchange market. In general, the first quarter of 2023, over 73.6 thousand tons of propane were sold through the electronic trading system of the exchange market, which is 42.5% more than in the same period of 2022. The average monthly sales for the period under review amounted to 24,500 tons. At the same time, there is a volatility in the volume of exhibiting and selling this product at the exchange auctions. So as we can see on the screen, the performing volume of propane at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange in the months of January has started with a level of 25.7 thousand tons. The maximum performing volume was definitely in the months of March, 29.2 thousand tones, and the minimum performing volume at the same time was observed in the months of February, 18,500 tons of propane at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. Let's go to the next diagram for today, and this is going to be the factories section. Changes also took place in the structure of propane sellers. In particular, despite the increase in the volume of propane put up for exchange trading, the share of Lukoil Overseas Supply and Trading Ltd decreased from 76 down to 65% compared to 2022. This is due to the emergence of new sellers and an increase in the volume of performing from the other factories. The second position is occupied by joint stock company Uzbekneftgaz, which goes with 24%, as we can see on the screen. Despite the relative recent entry into the exchange market of propane, SAG Tasco LLC managed to take the third place in the market with a share of 7%, as we can see on the screen. Definitely it's worth to mention about Avantgarde Oil Trans Trade, which goes with 2%, and Shortan and Gas and Chemical Factory, it goes with 1% respectively at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. At the beginning of this year, a slight volatility was observed in the domestic exchange market of propane. The dynamics of prices showed a direct connection with the dynamics of the volume of exhibiting and selling this product. Thus, in the months of January, propane prices was at the level of 5.7 million sums per ton, as we can see on the diagram, but in the months of February, prices rose to its maximum price position, 6.3 million sums per ton, as we can see on the screen, against the background of a reduction in the volume of exposure. However, due to the increase in the volume of exhibiting in the months of March, prices decreased from 5.7 million sums down to 4.3 million sums per ton, as we can see on the screen, which is definitely quite positive news for the consumers and traders working in the segment of propane. At the same time, it's worth to mention that the active position of the factory producers and their systematical performing into the Uzbek exchange trade platform definitely made this price formation quite positive for the consumers. So let's go to the regional consumption diagram in the next, and it's worth to mention that considering the structure of propane consumption by regions, it's worth to mention that in 2023, Samarkand and Kashgar regions became the absolute leaders in the segment of propane, especially in consuming of propane at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. And definitely the top performing level came to Samarkand region, which goes with 24%, and the second position here is taken respectively by Kashgar region, which goes with 22%. The top three also included the metropolitan area, which goes with a Tashkent and Tashkent region, and definitely it's worth to mention that it goes with 11% on consuming propane at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. The share of other regions is below 7%. These were all commands for today. Thank you for watching us and being with us. Do join us next week on Uzreport TV channel, and definitely visit our website at www.uzx.uz. See you next week. Bye.